Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. These spoilers for Days of Our Lives are rife with deception, and nobody knows who to trust. Will Brady be held accountable for Fiona's conduct, even if Jada has a suspect in Sarah's accident? Additionally, Abigail's reappearance is much more convoluted, and Connie keeps playing Gabi. To Xander's surprise, Jada informs him, "We have a suspect in your wife's hit and run." And as Xander and Sarah both insist on finding out who it is, Fiona glances at a bottle of booze, trying to use it to drown her sorrows. Brady, meanwhile, is in the police station, where he sobs as he says, "I need to make things right," while sitting in the interrogation room with Justin. Brady has to be concerned about more than simply the law, however. "There will be hell to pay when I find out who did this to you," Xander assures Sarah. Abigail keeps running with the folks she used to know in Salem, but Kristen isn't sure that this mysterious lady is indeed the late wife of Chad. She says, how do you know that she's not a fraud?" This lady obviously has something to hide since she meets Dr. Mark Green in private in the park. He tells her, "We need to discuss the next steps in our plan. What exactly are they doing together? And how will they pretend not to be together when Chad finds them?" Melinda is still being held captive by Connie as she plans her retaliation against Stefan and Gabi. She asks Gabi, "An eye for an eye. Am I right? I believe you ought to have a second date as well." Could Gabi be plotting to harm Stefan by having an affair with his brother while she and Ely get more intimate? Gabi, however, is after more than simply causing Stefan emotional distress. She says, "I'm going to take Stefan for everything he's worth." Watch the sneak peek to see some of the excitement that will be happening on DAYS this week. On Days of Our Lives, characters often return from the dead, but the performers still have an obligation to convey the realism of the plot as accurately as possible. Billy Flynn thus had to depict Chad's emotional journey as he explores the possibility that his cherished wife, Abigail, is once again alive. Flynn told Soap Opera Digest, "It was originally written that Chad was going to be all in, that Jack was the one who was doubtful, and he believed it to be Abigail. I've never understood it, particularly in light of the relationship that existed between Chad and Abigail. Thus, in my interpretation, Chad was totally certain that she was the one he was after. But when he eventually saw her, it's not her. He won't be receiving the Abigail he went searching for back if it is Abigail." I approached it with that kind of mentality then. Now that the DNA test has been completed, Jack is the one who is certain that the mystery lady is Abigail, but Chad is no longer totally persuaded of her actual identity. Chad is even more dubious now that he's seen Jennifer's response upon seeing Abigail and her insistence that she's not her kid. Flynn said he is aware of Abigail's movement patterns. There will be other parallels, even in cases when someone has a different appearance. Chad is trying to find it. He's searching for something that doesn't appear to exist, like a tick, her movements, or her hair touch. Those circumstances won't alter. It goes without saying that Abigail has already made an enigmatic call to someone to inform them that everything is proceeding as planned. As a result, Chad has every reason to be wary of this lady, who may or may not be his wife. Watch DAIS to find out what further twists and turns are in store as things only grow more convoluted. According to teasers for Days of Our Lives, Greg Vaughan will reprise his role as Eric Brady. Salem is a town where people come and go often. When someone goes, they may come back just as soon, and Eric Brady seems to be one of those people. As fans may remember, Nicole Walker and their infant Jude Brady were accompanied by Eric Brady, portrayed by actor Greg Vaughan, when he permanently departed Salem. The trio set off their happily ever after, sailing into the sunset. However, it seems like Eric will return sooner than he had thought. Eric reportedly departed DOL just a few weeks ago, but as of Thursday, September 5, he will return to the canvas. Teasers for added days indicate that he will be there to assist Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, his brother, and to share moments with his mother, Marlena Evans, Dieter Hall. Supporters are aware that Brady's walls are closing in on him since Sarah Horton Kyriakis' hit-and-run driver is being actively pursued by the authorities. Even though fans of Days are well aware that Fiona Cook, Serena Scott Thomas, is the real culprit, Brady feels guilty and accuses him of being behind it while hitting Sarah with his automobile. Sarah's vehicle accident has left her paraplegic on top of everything else. It seems like the cops may drag Brady down to the station and put him under arrest if Eric is returning to the city to help his brother. When you consider that Brady was intoxicated at the time and has since relapsed, Marlena and John Black, Drake Hodgson, may need to mobilize the whole army for an intervention. Fans will have to wait and watch how this all plays out, since it will take some time for Jada Hunter, Elia Cantu, to investigate because Brady's vehicle has vanished. According to spoilers for Days of Our Lives, Brady's situation will get worse before it gets better. But how long can Fiona stand by and let him get away with it after what she did? According to spoilers on Days of Our Lives, Brady Black hasn't been the greatest influenced by Fiona Cook. As soon as the recovering alcoholic met Xander Kyriakis' mother, he slipped off the wagon and started having an affair with her. Is Fiona able to affect Maggie Kyriakis in the same way? Spoilers for Days of Our Lives. Maggie Kyriakis has experienced a lot. Fans are reminded by Days spoilers that Maggie is also in recovery from alcoholism. Even though she has been clean for a time, she has recently gone through a lot. Not only has her husband Victor Kyriakis, John Aniston, just been gone for a year, but the whole Konstantin Meliunas, John Capellos, fiasco turned her life completely upside down. Maggie has always supported those in Salem who battle addiction, but when a significant event occurs in their lives, even the most resilient individuals may be tempted to stray from their good habits. Preview: Sarah Horton's health could be the breaking point for the camel's back. Maggie's life will be completely upended by Sarah Kyriakis' hit-and-run aftermath. Not only has her daughter experienced yet another horrific occurrence, but the new mother will probably need a wheelchair due to her daughter's lack of sensation in her legs. Sarah will experience mental distress from this, particularly given how busy her life is. She was about to go on her honeymoon, but instead, she finds herself in a hospital bed. Sarah's illness is also perplexing the physicians, so it seems like she will have a difficult road to recovery, if recovery is even possible. Fiona and Maggie seem to be becoming closer. Fans are aware that Fiona's vow to abstain from drinking is untrue. Although Ms. Cook makes poor decisions and looks for others to support her addiction, she is not a nasty person with evil intentions. Will she force Maggie to pick up the bottle again? Maggie could be persuaded by Fiona to drink in an attempt to take the edge off the challenges she has faced in life. But if this occurs, Ms. Kyriakis will lose it the moment she takes a sip. Maggie may be headed down a risky drinking path due to the stress of seeing her daughter's illness and realizing that Sarah is unable to care for Victoria Margaret Kyriakis. Could Maggie, with Fiona's support, slip off the wagon? Please comment below with your ideas. For all of the Salem drama, watch DOL on Peacock every day. You may also check this page often for the most recent news, spoilers, and updates about Days of Our Lives. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.